The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills needs to fire Kyle Richards. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills has had a ho-hum couple of seasons. Despite the best attempts from producers to reinvigorate the show, Season 14 has proven that there's no future if it continues to feature Kyle Richards. As the sole original star left on the Bravo hit, she gets away with much more than her co-stars, ultimately sending the series down the wrong path. Undoubtedly, RHOBH would never have reached the success it has if Kyle wasn't a part of the cast. Her family drama with siblings Kathy Hilton and Kim Richards made good TV for many years. Once upon a time, Kyle had a spring in her step as she took viewers into her life. Despite showcasing some episodes of delusion, the series has mined many storylines from her life. She's the definition of OG and was a crucial element of the show's success. But what else does she have to offer nowadays? Her storyline on RHOBH Season 13, including the downfall of her marriage to Mauricio Umansky and questions about her relationship with Morgan Wade, took up so much time and viewers got little in return. Midway through RHOBH Season 14, we still have so many questions about her personal life, and it's becoming increasingly clear that we've been watching a persona the entire time she's been on the show. Kyle Richards is cashing a check and nothing else on RHOBH Season 14. Kyle is a fantastic actress, but she just played up this persona so much better in prior seasons, so our best guess is that she's checked out of the show because, like viewers, she's bored of it. It must have been physically and mentally taxing to have the cameras following her every move for several months a year for the past 15 years, so we fully believe that it's time she took a breather for the show. Whether that's permanent would be down to producers, but it needs to happen for at least a trial period to try to shift the storylines in a funner direction. Kyle has had her day in the spotlight, and freeing up her salary could allow an A-list star to take her place and give the show a much-needed facelift. We don't doubt that a network would be interested in poaching Kyle to chart her next chapter because she's accrued quite the following during her time on the show, but she has nothing left to give RHOBH. Kyle needs to leave, and someone bigger needs to take her place. Watching her in her post-marriage life should have delivered some compelling storylines, but without Dorrit Kemsley reading her for filth, what would she have done this season for screen time? The reality is that the rest of the cast is putting in the work, and Kyle expects to cash that check and stick around because of her OG status. With the ratings down this season, Bravo and producers need to take note and make changes before we have another The Real Housewives of New York on our hands. For over a decade, Kyle Richards has been a cornerstone of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, RHOBH. From her signature laugh to her iconic sibling squabbles, she has given fans countless memorable moments. But as the seasons stack up, so do the cracks in the foundation of her reign. The once beloved housewife now finds herself in the center of a brewing storm, with many fans and critics alike calling for her to pack up her diamonds and exit stage left. Could it be time for Bravo to bid adieu to Kyle Richards? Here's why The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills needs to make the bold move and fire Kyle Richards. The overstayed welcome. Every housewife has an expiration date. What once made Kyle relatable, her family dynamics, her struggles with maintaining friendships, and her vulnerability, has now turned into repetitive storylines and overexposed drama. Fans have seen every permutation of Kyle versus Kim, Kyle versus Kathy, and Kyle versus basically anyone who dares to question her. It's not that these feuds aren't entertaining, it's that they've been done to death. Kyle's presence has become predictable, and predictability is the death knell for reality television. The shifting allegiances. Kyle's role as the queen bee of RHOBH has often been characterized by her ability to navigate alliances. However, recent seasons have revealed a darker side to this skill. Her friendships feel more strategic than genuine, leaving fans questioning her authenticity. Kyle's shifting dynamics with Erika Jayne, Sutton Stracke, and Barcel Beauvais have often seemed less about genuine connections and more about keeping herself at the center of the drama. When loyalty feels like a game of musical chairs, viewers start to feel manipulated, not entertained. The Kathy Hilton debacle. Season 12's explosive feud between Kyle and her sister Kathy Hilton was a turning point. While sibling drama has always been a hallmark of Kyle's storyline, this time it felt different. Fans overwhelmingly sided with Kathy, painting Kyle as unsupportive and opportunistic. The way she appeared to align herself with Lisa Rinna during the Aspen controversy, instead of defending her sister, left a sour taste in many viewers' mouths. The optics of Kyle choosing to protect her role on the show over family solidarity have damaged her image beyond repair. Lack of growth. One of the most compelling aspects of long-running reality TV stars is their ability to evolve. Teresa Giudice's redemption arc on RHONJ, Bethany Frankel's business empire growth on RHONY, and Candide Barra's constant reinvention on RHOA are all examples of housewives who've managed to keep their narratives fresh. Kyle, on the other hand, seems stuck in a loop. Whether it's rehashing old feuds or showcasing the same tired peacemaker persona, there's little evidence of growth or change. After 13 seasons, viewers deserve more than recycled conflicts and tearful apologies. The Mauricio factor. Kyle's marriage to Mauricio Umansky was once a shining example of love and partnership on RHOBH. But cracks have started to show. Rumors of infidelity, cryptic social media posts, and Mauricio's growing spotlight on buying Beverly Hills have shifted the narrative. Kyle's storyline often revolves around protecting her family's image, but when that image starts to crumble, so does her relevance. Instead of addressing these issues head-on, Kyle seems intent on deflecting, leaving fans frustrated and disengaged. A breath of fresh air, RHOBH is at its best when it's delivering glamour, drama, and a rotating cast of intriguing women. Introducing fresh faces has revitalized the franchise in the past. Think Barcel Bovas and Sutton Strack, and it's clear that the show thrives on new energy. Kyle's departure would create room for another dynamic housewife to step in and shake things up. Imagine the possibilities. A fiery new socialite, a self-made business mogul, or even a Hollywood insider ready to spill the industry's juiciest secrets. The fan backlash. Perhaps the most compelling reason for Kyle's exit is the growing discontent among fans. Social media is flooded with calls for her departure, with viewers accusing her of being overproduced, inauthentic, and out of touch. Bravo has a history of listening to its audience when it comes to casting decisions. Just ask Lisa Vanderpump, Denise Richards, or Teddy Mellencamp. If the network wants to keep RHOB fresh and relevant, they'll need to take fan feedback seriously. The fear of change. Kyle's longevity on RHOB has given her a sense of security, but it's also made her resistant to change. She often plays it safe, avoiding risks that could jeopardize her image. This cautious approach has led to a stagnation in her storyline and a lack of the raw, unfiltered drama that fans crave. Removing Kyle would force the show to step out of its comfort zone and embrace a new era of unpredictability. What would RHOB look like without Kyle? It's hard to imagine RHOBH without Kyle, but that's precisely why her departure could be so impactful. Her absence would create a power vacuum, forcing the remaining cast to step up and fill the void. Erika Jayne could take center stage with her ongoing legal battles. Sutton and Barcel could solidify their status as fan favorites, while newcomers could bring fresh dynamics to the group. The possibilities are endless, and the risk could pay off in spades. Kyle's legacy. Firing Kyle doesn't have to mean erasing her contributions to RHOBH. She'll always be remembered as an OG housewife who helped shape the franchise into what it is today. Her iconic moments, from her fight with Camille Grammer in Season 1 to her epic showdowns with Lisa Vanderpump, will remain etched in Bravo history, but even legends need to know when to bow out gracefully. Conclusion. Kyle Richards' time on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills has been nothing short of legendary. She's given fans unforgettable moments, served up plenty of drama, and helped anchor the franchise through its highs and lows. But all good things must come to an end. By firing Kyle, Bravo has the chance to revitalize RHOBH, usher in a new era of housewives, and keep the series at the top of its game. It's a bold move, but one that could ensure the show's longevity for years to come. After all, in the world of reality television, sometimes you have to shake things up to keep the diamonds shining.